What is up, everyone? Welcome to another less than 10 minutes where we talk about a subject. And we already talked about this subject, right, Kev?
We nailed this a few weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. So the people who may be catching this for the first time, you may not be a one-up customer. We're going to tell you about the real Blitz. We're going to tell you about what a piece of junk this real Blitz that they're coming out with, the arcade one-up. And we're just going to shed some light on it. You make your own decisions. We've made our decisions. But the whole reason I am doing this video, okay, I didn't care about this. I wasn't going to do the video, guys. I didn't care. Whatever. It's Blitz. I was hoping it was going to be good. I was even hoping we were wrong for the most part, of what we said before. And we'll get into that. But the Illuminati reached out to me the day after we did that, the day we did that video. And if you're not familiar with the Illuminati, it's all of John Dee's disciples and peons that follow him blindly. They reached out to me after we did that video, Kev, and they said we were 90% wrong with everything that we said on that video. 90% wrong.
That's a pretty high number.
That's a pretty high number, considering especially we only talked about 3 or 4 things, okay?
Yeah.
Now, they also went on to say, and this is why I'm doing this, they specifically told me, these one-up fanboys, they specifically told me, I am telling you, Rex, that it's going to be the real Blitz. You're 90% wrong, and I'm just telling you this, Rex, because I don't want you to get backlash. I don't want you to get backlash, Rex, and I don't want you to have egg on your face. I'm trying to save face for you.
What a bunch of good guys.
What a bunch of good guys. So they tried to get me to recant our video, like say, oh my God, this is wrong, because they don't want you, the viewer, to see what we have to say about this crap NFL Blitz. Okay, that's the reason they are doing this. And Kev, they tried to convince us like you wouldn't believe that we were completely wrong. And we'll get into that.
They want you to take it down if I had my guess about it. They didn't want it to survive.
Right. They wanted me to like take the video down, recant what I said, and we'll get into what I said and more. Okay. But you know what, Kev? Maybe he was right. We were 90% wrong. Why? Because it's worse than what we thought. It's even worse than what we thought. And I can't believe it.
We were being pretty aggressive in what we thought was going to be,
Right. I thought we were getting a little speculative and like, oh man, we could be really off.
Yeah.
So anyway, guys, let me start with this, because before we get into what Kevin and I talked about before, which we'll talk about more of, I don't watch this, but Kev, obviously you sent it to me. And I'm watching this one-up show, and we were talking, and in the middle upper box is this employee of one-up, Liv. I think her name's Liv, right?
Yes.
Okay. So Liv, and I hope you guys can see this. You guys can see this right up here. Liv, okay, is a one-up employee, okay? And I don't know is she working from home here, Kev? Do you know?
I think they're in the office.
I didn't know if these were kids behind her or like her kids working from home. I had no idea when you showed me this what was going on. And so I'm thinking the whole time, like, Liv walked into work the first day, Kev, and she's now granted she's the social media VP manager, something promotional, advertising, whatever. And this is not a rip on Liv at all. This is more of a rip on Arcade One-Up. And she walks in and she's like, hey, John, can you introduce me to my team? I want to meet my team. And then the boss looks at her and goes, okay, Liv, this is what you're going to do. You're going to go to youtube.com/youraveragamer, and you're going to reach out to him that way. Then you're going to go to youtube.com/19kfox, and you're going to and she's going, well, oh, okay, so these people work on YouTube for us and they're our employees?
Yeah.
Well, not exactly, Liv. Not exactly. Oh, they're contract workers, Kev?
No, not exactly. They're what you call freelancers.
Oh, okay. All right, so so how do we pay? What do I got to do their time cards? How do we pay these guys? Well, Liv, you're kind of looking a little too much into it. We don't really pay these guys. But the good news is that they'll do whatever you say and whatever you want. Oh, okay. Well, what, you mean we don't pay? Well, you kind of pay them with a little bit of information. Maybe we'll give them a free one-up. Maybe we don't really have to, but they will do whatever. And then she'd probably like, hey, okay, well, who's my communications manager? Okay, Liv. Now stick with me on this one, Liv. You're going to want to go to consolekids@youtube.com and write him a message.
Which office is he at in the building? Well, we don't really have offices.
Well,
you gotta go to youtube.com/
now who's my graphics artist? Well, you see, Retro Ralph has this guy named Mason, and he's gonna do your stuff for you. And she goes from Hasbro, and this is what she walks into. She's probably like, "What kind of rinky-dink operation is this that you're running?"
Did you say you sold and you have YouTubers propping up your marketing propaganda? What is going on here?
Like her former people at Hasbro is like, hey, Liv, I saw you on some one-up YouTube stream. Like, what, with some randos? I mean, what are you doing there in your marketing department?
Do you guys have seed money? Are you a startup? I mean, what are you doing over there?
She goes to her next job, and they're like, hey, I see you have as a reference this B Kong. Who's this B Kong? You know? All right. Anyway, let's get to that. Enough ripping on one-up and that. Yeah. Kev. What happened today with what? Well, let's start with the first thing we said on our last one. We said Blitz would not have late hits. What happened?
No late hits for Blitz confirmed.
Okay. We also said there was a risk of not having all the players. What happened there?
80 to 90% included. We are missing players that have not been announced yet. We have my boy McNabb might not be in the game. How do I know?
Yeah, and now we read 80 to 90, but John D, of course, 92%. And I call. Where can I put my money on that? I'm all in on that. Like Junior Seau, probably not in it. Anybody who's dead might not be in it. Well,
especially since what he died from.
Yeah, exactly. They probably pulled him out on purpose.
Exactly.
All the fanboys right now want to put, who's Junior Seau? I don't even know who that is. What do you mean he died? What do you mean, Junior Seau? Donovan McNabb? What? Blitz got canceled. Brad is right.
Blitz, socially conscious Blitz is here.
Okay, now wait. We got to go on. Okay. Yes. So we're 2 for 2 with that one, basically. But remember, we only got 90% right, according to the Illuminati. 90%.
Yes.
What else happened? What else was said about it?
We were talking about online play, if I'm not mistaken, saying that we're not 100% sure the net code can handle 4 players at once.
Let's look at this. And you didn't hear it from us, guys, but let's listen.
Be able to play 2 players or 3 players on the same cabinet online?
I would say that's definitely a big request that a lot of people have been questioning. We've been asking as well for the QA side, but there's no confirmation for that at the moment until we get further test builds.
Did you just say no confirmation, Wong, that you can't play more of the players than 1 per cabinet online? Wow. What else do you have to say, Wong?
We want to make sure
you're
that
QA
in the end that all the other stuff in the beginning, like quality of life stuff, like leaderboards, are 100% accurate. And then the more stuff that we can perfect, then the more stuff that we can possibly ask from developers to add like those type of features in.
Isn't it a little late? Hasn't the thing come out? And Console Fanboy sent a super chat. I don't know if you have that one up.
I'm trying
to find it too, and I don't see it. But thank you, Console Fanboy. We'll try and bring it up in a second.
We'll get it.
Isn't it a little late? Isn't this thing coming now? I mean, what is going on, Kev?
Well, I don't understand. They said pre-order, FOMO, pre-order. You're not going to have enough quantity, but yet we don't know the specifics of the cabinet, and you want me to throw $600? Wait a minute.
$600, and I don't even know if I can bring my buddy over and play online with him.
You don't know anything.
And you can't. According to this, you can't. I mean, this is a hard ask, and I don't know the devs. We asked the devs. You're the employee, Wong. Tell us. You're the guy who knows. You're QA. You tell us.
To throw money and worry about it later, Rexer. Get your credit card maxed out now and worry about it later.
Okay, Console Fanboy, Rex, be honest, you really don't think the cab looks nice. The gameplay is all of them are HD. Will you stop calling this HD? Anything 720p or over is HD, and it will be fun online. You really don't think it will be fun online? That's even TBD to see if this thing can netcode and play right. Okay, we don't even know that. But you say you really think the first of all, they all look nice. Okay, but I do want to say this about, and we'll finish this clip too because John D gives his words of wisdom, and we are already at 10 minutes, but we're almost done. We're almost done.
All right.
Because we do have a couple other things. The Arcade 1-Up fanboys are the only people in the world that say, we love our Arcade 1-Ups because of the original art, and they look just like the originals, and we love the art that it's the original. Until it's not the original art, and then they still love it and say, yeah, we love it. Right?
Yeah.
The Shidoken Hagutsu multi-cab with blotches. This cab is not the original art. We love the original artwork, and that's why we buy them. Until it's not the original artwork, and then we still love them, right?
Wait a minute. I like you guys, but you're searching. What are we searching for?
What are we searching?
Look at this.
It gets
This is
worse.
it gets worse.
But this is where it gets even worse, Cyclone. Kev, tell them what else they pulled out of this game.
Well, the rumor is that they pulled out. It's not rumor. It's confirmed.
It's not rumor.
They pulled out actual tackles, actual in-game tackles. We're not talking about late hits that doesn't affect the gameplay. They took out 15%. And I'm telling you, if you play the real Blitz, you'll know which tackles are being pulled out.
They pulled the good tackles out. All the ones where you crush the guy. This is the worst Blitz you could put together. And wait a second, we're not done. All right. What else did they take out, Kev? Audio?
There's a rumor that certain audio cues will not be in the game. If you play these blitzes, you'll know immediately that audio is being altered, and they said they are in the middle of doing that now. So, for example, I played this on the Dreamcast today, and there were some things being said that will not fly in today's age.
Not fly.
It is
not fly.
Gone.
It is gone. They took the fun out of NFL Blitz it's the not fun league Blitz of Arcade 1-Up. It's so bad. Okay, well, a couple other things before we go. We just had to tell you. I mean, this is pathetic, and for all the 1-Up fanboys. But let me say this before I forget, because people are going to Rex, hey, this show is not for you 1-Up fanboys. Okay, this is not for you. No. This is for us that actually like the game, play arcades. We like feeling like it's the original. This is for us. So all the people who are fanboys, please go watch the 1-Up show. This is not for you. This is for the people on here, right? Like Zodwriter, until it wasn't. Papow. Yeah. Truth as always. The people in my chat now, the people here, this is the people that this show is for. The people that know it. Right, Kev? Am I wrong?
Yes. We don't go in the fanboy streams and spout our opinions. They shouldn't come in here. This is for our crowd.
This is for the people who actually know arcades, want to play arcades. Yeah. Now, this is the other thing I want to show. What the hell is this? Chris Carter, thank you, Zodwriter, by the way, for the super chat. Chris Carter playing this. What? I mean, the NFL is going to call up 1-Up and go, hey, you gave these arcades to our players, and now they all have these medical expenses for their bad backs. You know, what are you doing? You know, I mean, look at this.
Carter's going to get hurt now more than he did in the NFL. Leading like that for hours.
I mean, and he's only 6'3", and I'm not saying only 6'3" is tall. I'm 6'4". But he just makes this thing look like a kid. Are you going to get 4 Chris Carters around this thing? Are you even going to get 2.5 Chris Carters around this thing? It is so small for the people out there who haven't seen or played on these things. You got an NBA Jam Gen 1. Yeah, I'm going to get censored now. Gen 1 cab on a pedestal that shakes. All right, moving on to this last part, and then we'll go here. All right, I was looking at this control panel, and I didn't quite understand this setup. Okay, I'm going to try and zoom in, guys. Look at the bottom left here, and let's take that off, that thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, look at the bottom left of the control panel here and your left stick. Where is your hand going to sit on this? Where is your left hand going to sit on this control panel? If you have 4
in space,
you're going to be having to hold it up. You know, your left palm, and then conversely on the right side, your right palm is going to be falling off the end too. Over. These are not. You guys don't care, the 1-Up families, because you don't play these things anyway, and you never have 4 people on here, and it doesn't fit 4 people, which we already know. Okay, but also look at the configuration of the buttons and how they're set up. They're set up so like you're straight on, right? They're not turned So with the way you're going to be playing, so you're going to be like, man, I'm on an angle and I'm pushing up, but it's going diagonal. That's because they didn't angle the buttons and the joystick the right way. So when you're looking at it on an angle, when you push up, it's up. Usually they turn on a 4-player, so it's angled. So you're not like trying to move over to the right, and get in there. So does it matter? Probably not, because like I said, these people don't play this game. They don't play 4 players.
It's going to look good in their room, Rex.
But it's going to look good, guys. It's a beautiful cab. It looks good. What else do we got to leave them with? Anything?
Basically, do what you want with your money. You want a hot dog dressed like a hamburger, go for it. It's on you. The real people will play the authentic versions. Yeah. I'll burn my McNabb jersey after the stream, and life will go on. But the shilling has to stop.
The shilling is insane. It was so bad, Kev. Watching these people convince themselves that this is a good game. That minus late hits, minus tackles, minus audio, not all the roster. Not even a 4-player. The online isn't. You can't even play multiple people online yet. They haven't figured that out. You don't even know if it's going to work well online with 4 people in this. I mean, it is unreal, the shilling. Hey, that's it for the Rexer Show. Thanks for watching. Leave your comments. Give it a thumbs up. I want people to see this. And thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you later.
Chat.